Hello, everybody, and welcome into today's episode of the Top Cut Yu-Gi-Oh! Podcast. My name is Sonny. I am here, of course, with Caleb.
As always.
And we are here today at our monthly Enter the Battlefield Battle City Tournament Day. So this is the ETB monthly tournament where they do, it's a little bit more involved than your regular locals. There's multiple side pod events that go on. There's I think they do some raffles, door prizes, things like that sometimes. So shout out to ETB Games in Alexandria, Louisiana, our sponsor, for doing that. Thank you very much. And of course, we want to shout out our patrons who are Ace Micah, Austin Johnson, Myth Oceanus, Pig, Scuzz Daddy, Aaron Gardner, Adil Saeed, Anthony Leela, Mountain Man, Owen Alvarado, Jeremy Drysdale, and Ray Powell. Thank you all so much for your support. So round one just ended, and I think you probably remember, some of you might remember David, who was on last time as our round one feature. David, how did round one go for you this time?
Oh, it went well. I went 2-0. I was playing Mutants today.
Ooh.
And my matchup was against Tri-Brigade. It was okay match. I had D-Fissure, and
that's pretty good.
That kind of helps. And
that was going first game one.
I went second game one, and I went first game two.
Okay.
Yeah.
So did you have to play into any kind of a board going second?
No, that was the thing. He had a hard time playing. He didn't draw Optima.
Oh yeah.
And when he did have a good hand, I had the talents to rip away the main card.
Oh, that's tragic.
It helped out a lot.
Yeah.
That's rough.
So what does the mutant build look like these days?
It's different variants. I know recently there was a top with Dogmatica.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not playing Dogmatica. I'm just playing the trap version. I've always been a fan of mutants since they came out. So since Teleport came to 2, I wanted to try it out this week.
Yeah.
Because they're all psychic.
Yep.
Yeah. So what do you think about the new the mutant support card coming?
I love it. I'm just waiting on better cards, and it would be a top control deck, I believe.
Yeah. It really does have all the potentials to do that.
Yes, I'm hoping when Flunderbreed, well, I think that's what it's called, Flunderbreeds come out, that mutants can be up there too as one of those anti-meta decks.
Yeah. So what does an opening turn for mutant look like? What's your end goal, end board? Whatever the term would be.
Optimal, you could end on 2 of the boss main deck monsters with set back row. But usually the deck is slow, so you'll have one monster with probably 3 or 4 back row.
Right.
But you usually have macros, D-Fissure, D-Shifter. It's like just a lot of stuff that messes with the format right now.
Yeah.
But the new guy would make it a lot better. We'll be able to end on better boards.
Yeah.
For sure.
So wonderful to hear.
Yeah. What is when the mutant mutator comes out, what does an end board look like for that? Do you think?
Depending on the ban list, because a lot of guys, like when Fusion Destiny, whenever the new guy for Fusion Destiny,
the Destroy Phoenix Enforcer.
Yeah, you're gonna play that. Or you can also play Dragoon if he's not gone.
Yeah.
But you'll be able to end. You can possibly end on Op, which is going to be amazing. Op with Destroyer and maybe a Beast that negates spells.
Oh yeah, that would
awesome.
Be
a lot better. So that's what I'm hoping for. It's going to be a lot better.
Yeah. So that one comes out in Battle of Chaos, which I think we'll probably get it in like January.
Yeah, January, February of next year.
Yeah, it's a while away.
But hey, I mean, it's good to get the practice in with the deck now, understand what the deck does, and be ready for the future.
Oh yes.
Oh, definitely.
Well, thank you so much for coming on, and I hope the rest of the tournament goes well for you.
All right, I appreciate it. Thank y'all.
Okay. All right, and we're back after round 2 with Clay. How'd it go at table 1, man?
It went pretty well.
Yeah.
So
win, lose, yeah.
I ended up winning it.
Yeah. Who'd you play against?
So I was preparing a lot for Tri-Brigade, so I ended up playing Tri-Brigade round 2.
Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah. What'd you play against?
Oh, I played against.
What deck did you play? I'm sorry.
I chose to play Trap Eldritch.
I did not like hearing that.
Yeah, I could see the physical shiver lines.
Dude, I lost to Trap Eldritch last time we went to the 3v3 last weekend. And I know that we're both undefeated, bruh. I don't want that. Oh no! Now I'm scared. So are you running like the 3 monster 37 traps deal or?
Me, I'm actually I like inspector border a lot. I just feel like it's like really impactful. So I chose like to main deck the inspector borders instead of like signing them.
Okay, but you're I mean it's like the small dogmatica package with like the punishment 3 punishments like 1 ecclesia and yeah.
Yeah, I chose to actually opt out. I'm main decking like the 3 punishment, but I just felt like the ecclesia for like a rogue for a local setting, I just didn't feel like it was like necessary.
Yeah. So, was it something in the format that made you want to run the Trap Eldritch, or was it just you feel like it's just a good deck in general?
Besides just being like just a deck that has like a lot of options, I feel like since Nobleman of Crossout has just like recently came out, like a lot of people are main decking multiple hand traps, and in a deck like Eldritch, like your deck hand traps aren't like as impactful as well as like the Crossout itself isn't impactful. So that's the reason I chose to play Eldritch.
I gotcha. Caleb, what you got?
I mean, makes a whole lot of sense to me.
I got you. So, what are you looking forward to in the coming rounds?
Coming rounds, the funny part is like I want to play against like meta, so hopefully I can play like a lot of meta matchups. Because when it comes to like rogue, that's when you are like most not prepared. So
Yeah, for sure.
Of course.
I got you. Well, we appreciate the interview, dude, and we hope to see you again in the future rounds.
appreciate it.
All right, and we're back after round 3 with Ramon. How's it going, buddy?
It's going pretty good, pretty good.
So you were at table 2, right? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right. So hilariously, I was actually at table 1 and I won table 1, but it would be no fun if I interviewed myself. So how did it go for you at table 2, bud?
It was amazing. It felt like I was fighting in a mirror match.
Yeah. The mirror match, what decks was it? What was the matchup?
It was pretty much rank 4 toolbots is what I'm playing in a way.
Uh-huh.
And my opponent's playing Phantom Knights.
Okay.
We both just had the same type of inboard.
Because I actually dueled you in round 1. I would actually call your deck more of a Raid Raptor Dragon Link kind of thing. Because it's just the Dragon Link stuff into the Raid Raptor stuff to ultimately pump out a Ultimate Falcon.
Yeah. Honestly, if you want me to be honest, I've had Raid Raptors ever since it came out. It's my favorite deck, and I've loved it ever since.
So what made you want to combine it with the Dragon Link engine?
It's literally a free rank 4. There's nothing locking you or anything. As soon as I realized that, I realized it was super free. Quick launch. Link 1.
Yeah.
And you're bringing out 2 monsters and it's just free. And this is without a normal summon.
Yeah.
I learned that.
That's awesome, dude.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's absolutely fascinating, particularly the fact that you can hard make the Ultimate Falcon
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
and get all of its effects off.
Mm-hmm. Some people actually use it wrong because the thing is, it's the rank up, it's the trick that allows you to actually bring back your Ultimate Falcon.
Oh.
Yeah, because the thing is, Arsenal truly cannot bring it back from graveyard because the thing is, it doesn't say XYZ summoned.
Gotcha.
Oh, fair enough.
So how do you what does an end board look like for you?
Pretty much one negate. Usually it's with CDI, Cyber Dragon Infinity, or Savage, or both if the hand just super nutty.
Uh-huh.
Like this is Time Thief Regulator, which tributes, makes 2 level 4s, a quick launch in hand, and an extra extender.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's one. How many negates on the board load Savage? Is it just 1, or is it like 2 or 3?
How many negates on Borlo Savage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, most of the time, sometimes it will be 1, but if it becomes like a super crazy game, then it will be 2, 2, 3 most of the time.
Okay.
That's
But
crazy.
hey, sometimes 1 is all you need.
So how big of a Raid Raptor package is included in that?
Honestly, just picture it as Zoo Tri Brigade. It's not as many as you think
so maybe
it
just
is.
like 4 or 5 cards, kind of a smaller package.
Yeah, because I wanted to do more, but I learned that the rank up magics really take a toll. It's your Red Eyes fusion.
Yeah.
It can make or break you.
Okay.
So the next probably the last question is, so what kind of things do you look for against your opponent? What do you watch out for? Like the things that you go, no, I don't want to see that.
Honestly, like scariest things are just like high impact hand traps, which are Droll, Nibs, D Shift, anything that just like stops you. Maybe even Lancia, but most of the time, I always stay prepared for that. So I always test under a scenario. Okay, what happens if I get Droll? I can still make a Savage.
For sure. Yeah, that's really smart. It was actually in our Discord server. We were talking with Giant Skyhawk, one of the a well-known player in the community, and he was saying that what he likes to do is he'll draw out a test hand, and before he looks at the hand, he'll say, okay, let's say my opponent has a Droll, and he'll play out the hand under Droll, or let's say my opponent has a Lancia, or let's say my opponent has D-Shifter, and he'll play out each hand under different hand traps.
Yeah, and funny enough, my locals is actually a lot more different from this one, is what's crazy, because mine is more back row locals.
Yeah.
Is what's crazy. I used to play back row with Plunders. I enjoyed that deck. It is my baby.
Yeah. So how's your day going overall?
Honestly, it's pleasant. I want to continue to be good, and I hope that I actually meet the same Fam Night player in Top Cut, because I want to play against him again. It was my favorite match of the day.
Yeah. What's your record?
So far, I am currently undefeated.
Oh.
Ooh.
I'll see you next round, bud. All right, and we're back after round 4. Well, that was weird. I was once again at table 1, except I lost. But I lost to Ramon, who we interviewed last round, so we went ahead and did table 2 again. How you doing, Mr. Patty? How are you?
Now that I know I'm not in Top Cut, happy because I can play Edison and I don't have to play more.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, we're not playing out Top Cut. It's fine.
Yeah, too lazy.
Yeah, it's like we'd rather play other formats at this point.
Yeah,
Which
I've
we're
played
gonna
enough
get
with
into.
Modern.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that here in a minute. How did round 2 go for you? Or 4?
Round 4. Well, I'm playing Dragon Link. I think it's the
Oh.
best mid-range deck right now, outside of maybe PK. But
It's funny to hear Dragon Link referred to as a mid-range deck after just years
without
of
LP and multiple striker dragons, you can't really combo out that hard. I say that whenever I made like stupid boards in this match, but yeah, I played Mutants. That's a cool deck. I can't wait for its new support to come out, and the Chaos set, I think, next core set
Battles
after
of Chaos.
Yeah.
Battles of Chaos. That's what it is.
Mutant Mutator.
Is that what his name is?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's super cool. But yeah, I roll one die roll, one game one because I set up the board. I made Sanafon versus him because I wanted to get value, and that card did literally nothing. But yeah, game 2, he bricked set 2. I lightning stormed him, and then just won from there. 'Cause
Gotcha.
It was very interesting.
Yeah. So, how do you feel? I know you said it's the best mid-range deck in this format, but how do you feel overall about Dragon Link? Because a lot of people were really scared off from the deck after the ban list, but it's really seeing like a resurgence in play.
I think it's one of the best abusers of crossout if you have them. I've spent all of my money on different formats recently, so I don't have them. But I think that deck uses crossout better than most, and it just sets up really recursive boards where like occasionally you'll loop a card out of their hand, you'll have one negate, and you'll have your spheres bounce, and then like hand traps, which is pretty good because I don't play the chamber engine because that's a different topic.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think it's all right. I think like out of 10, probably a solid 8, like 8.5.
Yeah.
Because it has really good kill threat, but your turn 1 boards are nowhere near as oppressive as like Drytrons.
Yeah.
Which like for a turn 1 board, full power, can't really ask for anything better than Drytron with like 6 negates. But you know, that's not what I'm trying to do.
How do you feel the deck holds up going into the future format as we move forward?
I don't think any deck coming out is better than Dragon Link. Like I don't think honestly any deck is going to change that much right now. The ban list wasn't strong enough to knock out any of our current meta, and the current meta is, in my opinion, I could be wrong. Like, you know, don't yell at me if I am, but I think the upcoming stuff is nowhere near as strong as the current meta, especially once we throw in Grand Creators. The current meta gets even stronger than it is now because the current meta decks will just say, all right, Brave Token in my deck.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to combo.
Yeah.
Like, it just doesn't really change anything.
Gotcha. So, round 4, that's the end of the tournament. Caleb, how'd you do?
Poorly. Very, very poorly.
Who'd you play?
Well, I played Madolce, as I normally do. Round 1 was actually against the guy who got first.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't run Kaiju, so I can't out
Ultimate Falcon.
Ultimate Falcon.
That is a big boy.
Yeah.
He is a big boy. The issue for me when I played him wasn't even the Ultimate Falcon. It was the Ultimate Falcon plus the Borreload Savage plus the Fog Blade.
Yep. Was he playing, like, I didn't talk to him, but I kept seeing his hands. How much of a Time Thief engine was he running? Because like, I looked at his hands.
6 cards.
I saw Regulator Adjuster, and I was like, how is this not just that? And then I looked back like later, and it was like Raid Raptor board with like PK stuff. I was like, I don't know what happened here.
It's literally a rank 4 turbo. It's like a Dragon Link engine.
Yeah.
Well, rocket. It's almost exclusively just rockets with
like the quick launch tracer and recharger.
But and then the only other dragons he runs is
Chaos stuff.
Is like the chaos stuff. Not even the full chaos stuff. Just 3 chaos space,
And then
white and black dragon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's literally a like Chaos Rocket package with a Time Thief package, a Raid Raptor package, and a small PK package.
I love Time Thief.
Yeah,
it's a special summon turbo. That's what it is.
Yeah, like literally the only Phantomite cards he was running was Boots.
Fog Blades.
And like Fog Blades and Shades.
Fog Blades.
And Rusty.
Rusty, and technically Raider's Knight, I guess.
And the
He
trap
counts as
card,
both.
the trap card that summons itself.
Shade Burgundy.
Yeah. He was using that with one of the Raid Raptors to go into Redoer.
Yeah, and get the guaranteed bounce.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Redoer's the homie.
Yeah, dude, that deck is really interesting. There will be for those interested in that deck, there will be a deck profile of it up on the Team Dark Arm Dealings channel. We will we'll go ahead and make sure that they post it to the Discord server for those that are in there. So.
Yep.
And if you want control variant, send me cross-out designators so I can make the list. I'm too lazy to buy them.
That's it.
Top tier gaming, YG. Sorry.
Do a full plug.
I
Go for
sneezed.
it.
I sneezed.
Yeah, go do it. No. Do a full plug.
I'll be on later. I'll be alright. I'll
You're
come back
right,
and do it.
you're
I'll
right.
come back and do it.
Well, that'll wrap up the tournament coverage for today. That is after 4 rounds. I finished 3-1. Caleb finished. We're not going to say Patty.
3-1 as well.
Nice.
Bricked out or bowled out.
Hey, I didn't go lost every round. I did win 1 round.
Hey, that's good.
Versus Cosmo.
I mean,
That's a legacy match.
a win is a win, bro.
Yeah.
We take those. So, thank you everyone for listening, and we will be back shortly with the rest of the episode. All right, we wanted to take a quick moment to thank our sponsor, ETB Games, here in Alexandria, Louisiana. We actually had several people from the server that came and played today. It was a lot of fun. We do host these Battle City days every month. For those that are interested, that are local, you are more than welcome to go ahead and either DM me or Caleb, add us in the server. It's whatever you want. But thank you, ETB. It was a wonderful experience today. It was a wonderful place to hang out, get some games in, play a little tournament. I mean, it's not just a great place for this, but it's a great place to come hang out, play Smash, play Digimon, Pokemon, Magic.
D&D, whatever.
Right, they have dedicated D&D rooms. I mean, it's really is a wonderful environment. So we absolutely recommend that you check out ETB Games in Alexandria, Louisiana. And while we're here, we would also like to reiterate, let everybody know, remind everybody, that's the word, remind, about our tournament coming up this Saturday, October the 16th.
Yes, it'll be your standard tournament, just regular old Yu-Gi-Oh! Nothing special. We're not banning any extra cards or any of that. It's just advanced Yu-Gi-Oh! As per Konami's official website. Let's see.
It'll be a remote duel tournament in our Discord server.
Yes, Guitar remote duel. So make sure you got the setup before you enter. Just be sure that you send me the form fillable PDF of your deck list. Either preferably just direct message it to me on Discord.
Right.
So get you entered in and all that.
There will be a link in the description below that'll say Konami deck list form. And you go on, you follow the link, you just type in your deck list.
Save the PDF.
Yep, save it as a PDF and send it on over to either myself or Caleb. Now, we do have a limit of 128 players, which we know is ambitious, but we had to cap it somewhere. So 128 was just the first number we thought of. Yeah, so we'll do Swiss and then a top cut afterwards, and first place will get an ultimate rare first edition Karma Cut. I thought it was near mint. I looked at it. It's very, very, very light play. So
almost new mint.
Yeah.
Mint. New mint. Newly minted.
Well, regardless, it'll be free to enter regardless. So even if you enter and you win it and it's not like perfect, I mean,
hey, it's still a free ulti Karma Cut, which is super nice.
So
especially for you PK Burning Abyss players.
Yeah, definitely. It's a good card. And then if we get over 64 players, we will do second and third place pricing. Head judge will be Giant Skyhawk from the tournament or from the server. So if you're interested, please let us know. The tournament starts at 12 o'clock it's 12 o'clock Central Standard Time in our server on Saturday, October the 16th. All right, y'all. We're back here after the tournament with Trevor and Patty. How are y'all doing?
I'm all right.
I mean, as long as Patty's sitting next to me, my life is complete. You know.
Hey, you know how it is.
I mean, listen, we support that thing on here on the podcast. We're open to everybody's thing. Okay? Listen, we're all inclusive.
Everybody wants to be near the guy with the Everybody wants to be next to the guy with the juicy dumper.
30 seconds in and it's already gone down the trash can. It's already began.
Oh, man. All right. Well, thank y'all for being here. It is always wonderful to have y'all. So what I wanted to do is talk a little bit about the current advanced format.
Sorry.
So you threw up on my shoes, dude. Chill.
So the interesting thing is that when you look at our current advanced format, generally a lot of people are considering this to be like an eternal format too, right? Because I mean, you're looking at the same decks that have been relevant for almost a year now, or over. So, what though makes this eternal format different from the original one?
No
from
evolution.
2 years ago.
No, yeah.
Orcust evolved, Thunder Dragon evolved, Sky Striker. I mean it's Sky Striker and Salad. I mean they were good because Abyss Dweller, like Abyss Dweller, and then set 2 traps go. Like they're like, for me personally, there's not enough evolution. Like I was playing Drytron at the start of the format. I was like, cool, I'm playing the Thunder Dragon of the format where I just make dumb boards and you can't beat it. And then I was like, wow, this is so linear compared to Thunder Dragon, which was like a big brain combo deck where you had to like think. And now like everything is streamlined. It's boring.
Oh, what's funny is Drytron is considered the non-linear deck of the format.
No, it's pretty linear.
Once you learn the Drytron interactions, like
it's
like Alpha, Zeta, Gamma, like all of those, like once you learn those, it's bread.
Yeah.
It's bread and butter.
Yeah.
It's just learning those like is kind of intimidating. And as far as I know, there aren't many good videos on it that like cover each of them. There probably are, but I learned it so early I haven't had to like look it up. But it's just intimidating from the outside, at least for me, because learning combo is hard.
Small PP brain.
Me brain tiny. Me no think good.
I could kind of piggyback off of what Patty said. I remember running like machine dupe Orcus back in Eternal format.
Machine duping.
And machine duping like the Brass Bombard or the Nightmare. And making a big eye. You could do, and then there was
so much stuff you could do.
Yeah, and then you could run like Trap Orcus with like Mathematician, and then you could run the Sky Striker Orcus.
That, by the way, side note. That's the best deck I've ever played.
Oh, God.
Sky Striker Orcus was the best deck I've ever
crazy.
played. That is the single best deck I've ever played.
And kind of going off what Patty said, Thunder Dragon, you could pure, you could do Dragons, you could do Crusadia. Like, this one, it's like, here's a Tri-Brigade deck.
You're going to play Tri-Brigade, you're going to play Drytron, you're going to play, then there's like 4 other decks that are like kind of in there. That's like V-Dub, Dragon Phantom Knight. Is there another one? Like an Eldritch Trap variant? And then, like, Shadow Invoke.
Something that kind of like chokes out your opponent.
Because you can't really evolve Drytron because like the coolest evolution we had was the Megalith stuff before we got Diviner. That was the only real evolution that the deck had. And then it went right back to Diviner Turbo.
Yeah, Fairy Turbo.
Yeah,
like
Diviner and Friends.
Yeah.
It sucks. It really does because like you look on the horizon and you're just like, you look at Sword Souls and it's like,
Does it beat Drytron? Does it beat Tri-Brigade?
Yeah, but the thing is they should end it, but it's still so boring. It's just like normal summon. Imperm, it's like, cross out? Do I have the cross out? Do I not? You know, it's just like...
Mason put it best. Sword Soul is just synchro normal summon Alistair. That's just all it is. Basically. Like summon Ecclesia is normal summon Alistair.
Yeah.
Like it's going to be... I don't know. My excitement for the next coming stuff is not high.
The Beat Trooper stuff is really fun.
Beat Trooper stuff is dope.
And it's very good, but it doesn't have enough to like... I don't think it has enough to choke out Sword Soul or like...
Yet.
Yeah. Hopefully it gets something. And then Flunderees with all the traps and stuff, like, you know, you're not playing main decking Twin Twisters or anything like that in Beat Trooper. You're trying to combo.
Yeah.
Like that's another problem with Beat Trooper is even with Crossout, you can't fit the targets for it. It's the same thing as Drytron.
Yeah.
Where I was wrong at the beginning. Last time I was on, I was like, crossout changes everything for combo decks.
It
Not
doesn't.
really. You
Yeah.
can't fit everything in there. Like, it's fantastic. Like, unbelievably good in mid-range decks.
Yeah.
But once you get into, like, combo and control decks,
It's tight.
kind of bad.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have space for it in combo. And in control, you don't really care what they do to you. Like, you're playing set 4. Like, what are you going to do? Like,
Yeah.
what are you going to cross out? Like, Ash on my Sanguine?
And the worst
Okay,
thing is,
like,
too,
I don't
like, even if they hit all these decks, we're still, okay, we're just going to play Shaddoll and
Yeah.
Eldridge.
There's
and,
just a layer underneath that hasn't been dug into yet.
Exactly. And, like, then, you know, like I said, we're going to be stuck in the same thing, and we're going to get winded, and we're still going to be mad.
Yep.
Because let's be honest, they're never going to hit the Shaddoll stuff.
Yep.
It sucks.
Probably not, sadly. It's
Well-
going to E-hero its way around, like I talked about.
Yeah.
So a lot of people, the thought line is that. So do y'all agree that the upcoming stuff just is not going to be as good as the as
fully.
currently
I
happening?
just don't
it is.
think it is.
Yep.
And I say that from somebody that is tested. I've played Flunderies like 100 times, and it's like if you don't open the two
Field
little
spell,
dudes,
2 normal summons?
yeah, 2 normal summons, you're done.
Yep.
And it's like, oh, you could do Dogmatic Punishment, or you could play like super duper cool floodgates, and it's like, I mean, sure, but I mean, how exciting is that? You know?
Yeah.
And, like, does it beat Sphere's Hot Red? Does
Yeah,
it beat Sphere's Hot
exactly.
Red?
And then
No?
we didn't even say Dragon Link or anything like
yeah,
that. It's
Dragon
like
Link,
then you go down. It's like, oh, we'll just play Dragon Link.
Yep. Like I said this in my interview thing. I was like, Dragon Link's probably what I'm playing for the foreseeable future if I'm playing meta.
And you should. I mean,
Yeah, like the deck's just it's Dragon Link.
and it's already gotten the
Dragon Link
touch.
3.0.
It's already gotten the touch too.
Like I don't see the only thing that could hit in that deck if they don't hit the Chaos Engine, which I think they should, like Chaos Space or
Chaos
one
Space
of
is
the
insane.
or one of the little babies has to go.
or the or the Synchro Dragon.
They're never hitting him though.
Oh no, I know, but like that
he's
card
he's
is crazy.
Yeah, that card is
Yeah.
that's the reason Dragon Link is playable right now. It's because you
Yeah.
can make that and then go hot red. Like,
Definitely.
That's why.
Card is insane.
Yep.
So
Plus
you
3.
So you said a minute ago that there is another layer that's just untouched on
Yeah.
this format.
Yeah,
Because
well,
there's no innovation happening.
I don't even think that those decks coming up even beat that layer.
Yeah, like
If I flip a window on you and
Yep.
you're playing,
Sword
what do we?
Salt's like, what do you do?
It's like, yeah.
Summon my Brave token. All right, Schism. All right, whoa.
Do you think that the format's solved, or there's just no innovation happening?
Current format, I think, is soft.
Yeah, super
Current
soft.
I think it's Tri Brigade 1,
Drytron 2.
Drytron like 2, floating between 2, 3, and then like V-Dub in that spot too.
Yeah. And you
I
got
said one
Phantom
other
Knights
deck.
that's kind of
Or
fighting
actually,
over the third.
There's a statistic. I don't remember the name of the channel, but PK has like a 90% win rate going first or something on
Yeah.
on DB. Like that's like the low key best deck.
Is it rank my data?
Yeah, it's something like that. If you'll throw his link on there, it's a really cool channel.
PK's scary, man. It
PK
really
is so good. Oh
Yeah.
my lord!
And like,
and they get even better. Too.
and it's not on the radar either.
Nope.
Like Konami, it's like
Nope.
it's asleep. You know, it's
like
seriously
the
the
only
biggest
thing Konami's
sleeping
looking
giant.
at out of
Kind of
that
like
is Dragoon.
a sleeper agent kind of deal going on where you look at it and it's like it's not that good.
Yeah,
And then you look at every single top cut, and it's just there.
yeah.
Just
It's
in the
there,
background.
menacing. Just
Hey
like, I'm
guys.
gonna
Yeah.
consistently get top 8, but
Yeah.
you're never gonna hit me. Like,
Yeah.
it's just
Well, that's
Because
why
I'm
I
never
started
gonna-
playing Artifact Lancia.
Oh, yeah.
I'm terrified of that deck.
PK really will get you.
Yeah. That's why you have to run Nibs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nibs
Nibiru's like
murders that
Naruto.
deck, but
It does, but like sometimes, man, they just
Sometimes
got
they
it.
just got
They
it.
just like, you
Yeah,
know what? That
sometimes.
nice Nibiru. Let me just bring back old boy and
do y'all
just
consider that combo or mid range?
Mid range.
really.
I think it's mid range. It's at the quicker end of mid range, but I think it's still mid range because like it's set like you can play more traps in it. Like,
Yeah.
you can play.
Yeah, you could put like
Like,
hand trap stuff. The
yeah.
engines are a little tiny.
And the way I think about it is, if I max see them, what do they do? That
Yeah.
deck will still put Artist 2 traps.
Yeah.
Like so they're doing that like in a hypothetical like La La Land where Max is around.
yeah,
But like you do that to Dragon Link, it's like all right, I can make Fierce Pass.
and you're
like,
still doing like you said, the 2 traps.
Yep.
And so even though they draw 2 cards, it's like all right, 1 negate, 2 negate.
Yep.
So you just drew 2 cards or 3 or whatever, but I'm
Yep.
still like evening the play.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they can do that without a normal summon.
Yep. Well, that's the thing. You could go super duper combo like Cam's list.
Oh yeah, you can
and
play
he
like
was just
trackers
like,
and everything.
Go
Yeah.
list.
Like and I absolutely think that's fine, but I just think there's like there's levels to it again where it's like you can play super combo like dump your hand onto the board, or you can just play super reserved and like if I was playing it right now, I'd probably throw in strikes and stuff like that, and just set like imperm strikes, fog blades, like wings. And
How
stuff.
do you get out of that? You know?
Yeah, like if I have double fog blade strike
You
and
remember-
like a rank 4, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like,
You remember
that's what
Orcish
you do.
format? Whenever Rusty.
Oh, don't
my
even,
god!
Bro, look, they're gonna hear something hit the bottom of the table. Don't get me started, bro. Orcust is my all-time favorite deck. Like, you don't gotta get me started.
I remember running into you at the I think it was the Mississippi regional, and I think I was playing like Trap Check. I was just playing some dumb stuff, and I asked you how you were doing. You were doing like the True King.
Yeah.
You were doing like
That was-
calamities
that
with
was the
like
top
2
8.
set. I was like, God bless. And then it was like Rusty. I was like, what is happening?
Yeah.
What is actually happening
Yeah.
right now?
They what did they do? I don't remember. That was the list that Harpur had gotten banned, and they were like, "We did it, guys. We saved Orcust." The next event I went to, I top 8'd. And I was like, "Cool, Orcust is still alive."
Yeah.
Like, it was a dumb deck. Rest in peace, Dangers. That's what made that deck run.
And Harpur are going really, really hurt.
Yeah. Like, honestly, now though, I don't want Harp back. Like,
We're ready to move on.
yeah, like,
you know,
quit,
it's like
quit trying to pull me back in.
yeah,
Like,
exactly.
we've gotten the closure. Let's move on.
It's like they give us back All Mirage, not All Mirage. Gosh, bless
Mirage.
Stallion.
Yeah.
I'm just like, what are you doing?
That one I think is fun. They could honestly put Mirage to 3 and like Circle to 3, and I'd be like, all right, that deck's like still bad.
Really?
I don't think that deck's good right
I think
now.
that deck would kind of dominate, honestly. Not dominate as it be like the best deck, but I mean, you'd have
It'd
those
be
salad
there.
players. Yeah.
But here's the thing. Salad is cool. Like, I love Salad. If it wasn't for Orcust, I would have been playing Salad that entire format. Orcust is just like dark deck. I could play my allures. I was happy. That's all I wanted to do.
So what's the most you could take off the list for Salad without making it just really great? Like, do you think Gazelle? I think Gazelle, Circle, and Roar are also on the list. Yeah.
No, it's Circle,
it's just Gazelle
and
Mirage is at 1, but
Yeah.
that does not matter. Like, you will never play more than 1.
I don't think I think you could put Circle to 3, Mirage to 3. I
And
think
then leave
you
Gazelle
kind
at
of
1.
have to leave.
Yeah,
Gazelle
I'm
at
cool with
1.
leaving Gazelle to 1 because like
That card's
Gazelle is
broken.
real nice.
Yeah.
Gazelle's nice, but I don't think it needs to go to 3. Like if Circle goes to 3 and the deck does nothing, we'll talk about it. But I think you put Circle to 3, the deck's gonna do something. But I don't think it's doing anything unhealthy.
Yeah.
Like that's why I love Salad. Is to me,
It's fair.
it was the most fair deck we've had since. Good lord.
A long time.
Since I
Fire
started
Fist.
Oh,
like-
dude, it was FTK. It was FTK in 2008. You remember that? It was like Metal Foe
Yeah.
FTK, Pendulum
Yeah,
FTK.
2018.
the
Oh
Dark
my
Lord FTK.
Dude,
yeah.
I actually topped in that with freaking dinosaurs. And I'm just like, how did I get here?
Oh, bro, I look back, I was playing Subterrors. I topped with Subterrors when Reboot was at 3.
Jesus.
What was I doing?
You were
what kind of crap?
Dude, was
cocaine
Judgment
was-
at 1?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Morning was at 1.
You were
I'm just
wild.
sitting here like, yes, I am here.
I am doing things. I do not know what I am doing.
It's like, if you have Reboot, pay half, bro. You got me. I can't answer that. one.
Battlefield? No, I'm just kidding.
That is insane.
That is.
So, with the dislike of the current format, what do you think fixes it?
20 card ban list.
Murder them.
20 card ban list.
Kill all of them.
I like honestly, you can't do anything to it except ban a bunch of stuff. Like,
yeah. You have to ban when you got to hit like
Yeah,
10
like-
decks.
or at least put like 7 cards to 1. Like, again, I don't know if we talked about this last time I was on, but my ideal ban list, like, Isolde's on there, Phoenix Blade's on there. There's weird stuff on there, like stuff that like honestly, Power Tool Dragon. Like, there's weird stuff that I'm just like, have you ever been healthy to the game? Look at Isolde. Even in Noble Knights, that's the best card in that deck by a country mile. Like,
yeah.
Dude, I
Isolde
don't
has
think people
never been
realize
in a
that
fair
Infernoble is like 2 cards away from being
Oh.
the best deck.
Infernoble
Oh.
is cross-out Designator on your Nibiru away from being the best deck ever. Like, that deck is scary. That deck, every time I play against that deck, I'm sweating.
I will say this though: if they do ban a bunch of crap, they really should bring a bunch of crap back.
Oh, no.
like, why
that's-
is
yeah.
Yatagarasu on the list?
Nah,
Oh, come on, Patty,
It
come
skips
on.
a draw phase.
No,
I
come
don't want
on, or
that.
Time Seal.
Yeah, it skips a draw phase. I don't want it.
I don't know.
Don't skip game mechanics.
Well,
That's
see,
why I
you know
don't
the
like
reason
IO.
that
I can
fine
see
with
your gripe.
Yada.
I really
Yeah,
can.
like, I
but
don't like
me,
game
I'm kind of
mechanic
like
changes.
I'm kind of like the type of guy. It's like, let's have a little bit of chaos.
You know the reason that I'm okay with Yada being coming off the list? Because even though it's a bird, it's a spellcaster, not a winged beast. Could you imagine if it was searchable in...
Oh my lord.
Oh.
Don't ever say that again. That scared me. That scared me. I was like, what
That
is
would
it?
be bad.
yeah.
That would be freak. Oh, dude! Imagine,
Shred
imagine
7
Omen
banish.
hitting. You got like 2 cards set, and I'm like normal summon Yada.
Help!
Please, no.
Somebody get the.
He's
That
already
is-
dead. Stop
That
kicking
is
the
a good
horse.
thing. We're all kind of like sitting, like looking at each other, like, whoa. We dodged the bullet.
Yeah.
Dude, put Fiber Jar to 1. Let's do it.
Game mechanics.
I know. I'm just being stupid now. I'm just being stupid.
There are certain reasons that certain cards just cannot come
Oh
back.
yeah,
yeah,
Fiber
it's
Jar. Yeah, no, frick.
And
It's
it-
just
It's
like,
like
Yeah.
Victory Dragon, like it can't come back because it
It-
creates an issue for
It does
judges.
have the.
Yeah.
I think it has the thing on it now where it says this can't be used in a real duel.
Victory
Like, because that's what a
Dragon?
bunch of the prize cards had, or like
Really?
the World Celebration cards had. There's like
Oh.
an elemental hero and like a magic.
I
girl
think
and
Victory
that
Dragon was just like a video game promo. Or something.
Was it?
No.
They have to
It
change
was out of a Shonen Jump.
Oh, okay.
It was
Only reason I
like
know
a-
this is because I had one.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I don't
Well,
think it ever got
I-
errated to have this cannot be used in a duel.
Well,
Yeah, if
well,
they
like
add
you
that
said-
to it, it's probably fine.
sorry.
No, you're good.
Like when you said game mechanic, if you don't have, like, let's say I top deck and you have like 10 billion cards, and for some reason you cannot out this set Fiber Jar, it just restarts the game, and
Yeah,
like
it's
now
just
it's
dumb.
just poopy. It's
Yeah.
just,
And you're looking at a game where, I mean, turns
20
already take 12 minutes.
Yeah.
Especially,
I don't want to have some dumb like, what's the name of the deck? Empty jar me, and then go at the end like if he can't get there, just flip a Fiber jar and say,
Let's
Oh,
try
I'll
again.
Like, I just don't want to deal with that. It's
Yeah,
dumb.
and it's
Like,
already 15 minutes into round
yeah,
1.
Yeah, like it's your turn. You've been like comboing for 25 minutes, and you're like, all right,
now I get to combo some more.
now I'm gonna Fiber jar, then normal summon a Candina and pass, or something dumb like that. Just
Yeah.
something dumb.
That
happen.
actually could happen. That's
Or like
sick.
like normal summon a Lycurgus and be like, all right, burn 3 and draw phase, GG. Like something dumb. That card just promotes stuff happening. I just don't want
Kind of like all the floodgates right now.
Yeah. Oh,
I-
my ideal.
If I
ban list,
see another rivalry or goes in, I'm gonna throw up. I
summon
swear.
limit is banned on my ideal list, but
on my
Lightning-
ideal list,
Lightning Storm's at 1. Twin Twisters is at 1.
Duster gets banned.
Duster is banned again, and then
IO.
Solemn Judgment's back at 1. IO is banned. There's just so many like
What about, here's an interesting question. What about Lancia and Droll?
those cards are good. I love those cards because here's the thing. The only time those cards are good is when dumb stuff is happening. I would have
That's
used
fair.
a stronger
That's
S
fair.
if I could have. Those cards are the gatekeepers of decks.
Yeah, and like you have
every time that's in
Yeah.
meta, think about it. Every time those cards are in meta, it's been an obnoxious format where it needs to get fixed by that.
Yep.
Like I love Dorcas. It's pretty oppressive. Like
Yeah.
you had to have Lancia. Like
Yeah.
there's a bunch of like every time those cards are
Orcust had cross out.
stop.
We had
Stop.
called by.
We had call by at 3.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Oh
Yeah,
boy,
I was oh my god, don't get me thinking about it.
dude! I remember one time I played Trap Orcus, dude, and I played triple
Yeah.
Crackdown, triple Solemn
Yes,
Judge,
sir.
triple Solemn Strike, and I said normal summon Mathematician. He said you're fine. I said you lose. I literally Sin Harp, do whatever, and I put a Galatea with a set Crescendo, so he can't kill my back row.
Yep.
And so he normal summons like a Grand Magi, go crack down Grand Magi, put it where Galatea is at.
Yep.
And he was just like, because Grand Magi at the time was really, really good.
Mhm.
And he tries to kill him like strike, crack down. He then goes Artifact Lancia. And I'm like, okay, whatever. And then I Monster Reborn as Artifact Lancia, put it on my side. So and then on his turn,
Distribute it on his
I put
turn.
it in Grace so he couldn't manage. Oh, dude. But normal summon Mathematician was absolutely fucking disgusting.
Bro, normal summon like I miss whenever my normal summon lineup was 1 Arma, 1 Grepher, 3 Mathematician, 3 Scrapper
And
Cycler,
one Rhoda.
and 1
And
Rhoda.
that one Rhoda was so beautiful,
Oh my
bro.
god, it was so perfect.
If we would have had the collector rare Rhoda, oh,
I had
Man.
a super first, the original one.
that's
And
funny.
I was like,
As we
This is
say down here in the South, wait, that would have been party right there. Mm-hmm.
that's one, pretty one right there.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, she got love watching Little League.
So what are y'all?
What
y'all are
about
crazy.
what about a hot pot of gumbo?
I like to stick a spoon in that.
Why are we here? Why'd you put Patty
Just
and
to
me on
suffer.
here?
Comedy.
Because it's funny.
So what are y'all doing to keep the current format not stale for you y'all?
Play Edison.
Playing Edison, baby.
Okay.
But like, if you want like a real answer for like current format decks, like I'm toying around with PK because like it's a legacy deck and I think it's cool. Playing
that's
with
fair.
Time Thief because I think that deck's cool and has potential. That's about it. It's really hard to stay interested right now.
It is.
Like I haven't touched my my Dragon Link deck since the ban list,
Oh.
which
Yeah.
was what like 3 weeks ago now, 4 weeks.
Well, this is
Almost a month and a half ago, I think, at this point.
Jeez.
no October
It's been
1st. It's been like 2.5 weeks.
Oh, never mind.
Like it feels
longer.
Feels like
it
forever
feels like
because the
forever.
format's so bad.
Yeah, like honestly, I'm so uninterested.
Yeah.
It's kind of depressing.
Well, kind of piggybacking off of what Patty said, like Edison at our shop has been getting real popular. Like everybody is building an Edison deck.
I think that part of that's because of the staleness of the format.
Yes.
Yep.
Well, the thing is, it's like GOAT is solved now. GOAT is and like I love GOAT, but like it's not worth it anymore. It's like you're either gonna play Warrior, GOAT Control, or Chaos.
Yeah.
And just like you could play other stuff, but you're just gonna get clapped up. You know.
Yeah. I mean,
Or-
there's little tech options here and there.
And
but,
like that's
Yeah.
cool, but Edison, and then everybody was on Tengu plans, and it's like okay, like but it's a 3-deck top heavy. You play Tengu, you play TG
Agents.
Beat, or you play Agents.
yeah.
And it's like, oh, you can play Chaos. It's like, the deck's trash in that format. And then it's like, I've been saying for 3 years, let's play Edison. Let's play Edison. I'm like the only one that's been like, I've been playing this format. Everybody's like, no, bro, like that.
And all of a sudden, Simon and MBT do a video, and everybody wants to do it.
And
You
I'm
know
like,
what-
dude,
you know what
I-
I have to say? God bless them for it. The
Yeah.
more people that I start playing, the better it is.
It
I
really
love that
is. There's like
format.
50 decks you could play. And I'm not exaggerating.
No, go look on edisonformat.com.
Yeah.
I
for
mean, was
anybody who
it
hasn't done
15 different decks in the top 16?
Yep, and
Yep.
the only
Why is that?
duplicate was
Probably a Dandy
Quick
Warrior.
Draw. Yeah, Dandy
Yeah.
Warrior. Because
Well,
that deck, real nice.
Oh, yeah. Well, the thing is, like I said, there's 50 decks. The top 20 are like really, really good.
Yeah.
And it's so weird to side deck. I just side deck like generic stuff in that format,
Yeah.
like Dust Tornadoes, stuff like that. And like for my bad matchups.
Yeah.
The top 20 decks, they're not even really top 20. There's like a sliver.
Oh, there are some gatekeepers though.
Oh, yeah, well, like-
you can put like Black Wings and
Yeah.
Black Wings. What was
Quick
the
Draw
other
Dandy.
one?
Yeah.
Quick Draw Dandy. And there was one other I can't remember the name of it, but it's like
Value.
Value. If
Value.
you can't beat those,
But see, that's
You're
the
gonna
thing.
have
Like
a
you
problem.
side deck for it.
yeah, you put cards in for those.
It's
matchups,
not like
they're
so
scary.
oppressive.
And Diva Heroes is pretty good too.
It's not like
But
triple.
that's part of it, though, is that we keep bringing up other decks that
Yeah.
are that competitive. you
Yeah.
know?
If I can play 6 Sam before the legendaries come out and like do all right, it's a good format.
Well, like I said, there's like 20 decks, and then like
Yep.
there's 20 more decks underneath there. It's like you can win, you know,
Yeah.
like you can play.
Here's the thing about that format. It's deck building is
Key.
it's honest now is less important than technical play.
Yeah.
You can skate by with a bad deck just off of good technical play.
Yeah,
Like it's kind of swap now, where
Yeah.
technical play doesn't really matter. It's just how optimized your deck is.
Yeah.
Back then, there people
triple
were playing,
Raikou, triple Caius,
triple Caius, like a bunch of like just silly stuff.
like me, I'm playing Flameville Synchro, and like I know it was in top cut, but to me that deck is a control deck. It's and like you play Rekindling for your pop off play. And in my opinion, that deck is just ridiculous. Now, don't get me wrong, Royal Oppression exists,
Royal
but I mean,
Oppression's bopping.
that's why I need to main deck, 2 Dust Tornado and the MST. That way I could stop it. You have to really, really think about it in order to play. you
Right.
know? So
The format's so interesting to me because everybody went all in on Plant Synchro, and then all of a sudden everybody's like, wait a minute. Is Edison actually just better?
I said it. I freaking said it. I said this, like, Plant is just bad.
Well,
It's not bad, but, like,
It's enjoyable, but if I'm going to play with a bunch of people, I want to play something where everybody, I want to play something where everybody else is playing a different deck, and it's not just the same 3 matches.
exactly.
Like,
It's all mirror
whenever-
matches in
yeah.
Tengu.
If I'm playing competitively, I love triangle formats. But like, if I'm playing a legacy thing, I want to play a bunch of dumb stuff. Like, I
Yeah,
just want everybody
just
to be playing
ignorant
fun
stuff,
dumb
yeah.
decks. Like, I have, we're playing a tournament today, and 3 people are borrowing decks that are mine, and they're
Yeah.
all completely different. Like,
Yeah.
it's
And they're all valuable.
and they're all viable
It's not
decks.
like a GOAT format. Oh, here's my random GOAT format deck that I threw together,
Yep.
and play with
Yep.
it. And it's like, oh, like you don't have
guys-
this, you don't
yeah.
have that. You don't. Oh, I can't
This guy
afford.
doesn't. Sorry, I
Yeah.
couldn't afford another set of greed duality or not duality. Duo
Delinquent.
graceful.
Yeah.
don't
Yeah,
do
sorry, I
Grace
couldn't
here,
afford
yeah.
the Trinity, so you're gonna play without Trinity.
Exactly.
There's
Yeah.
really no Trinity in the
Yeah.
format. Like,
Exactly.
or well, there's a Trinity: Torrential Bottomless,
Yeah.
Torrential Mirror Force, Solemn Judgment.
Yeah. But the thing is, like, you have Stardust to combat that.
Yep.
You can't
Yep.
stop a pot being activated
Yep.
for turn 1.
Yep.
And you also, like, even Pot of Avarice, you have to set up for that.
Yep, you are not Pot of Everything on turn 1 unless you're playing Quick Draw, and you opened like crazy.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, just the absolute nuts.
Yeah, like you're not doing that.
The other thing is the barrier to entry for the Edison format is a lot lower.
Oh, yeah.
So now it's gonna get expensive. So if you are thinking about playing,
Do it now.
Do it now.
It's going
like-
to be expensive eventually.
Like Patty's building like 5 decks. I'm building 1 because like that's just the deck that I want to build.
Yeah, I have a list of like 13 decks that I'm building or have already built.
Yeah.
It's like,
I'm
if you
not
want me to
wild like this guy.
Take
but,
20
you
minutes
know.
and read everything off. I can, but like just like
I would like to hear a list of the decks, yeah.
So so right now, I have Blackwings being built, just a solid deck. Vayu Turbo being built, which is kind of it's similar to Blackwings, but you play like a really tiny Blackwing engine. It's just 3 Vayu, 2 Sirocco Gale.
Yeah.
And you just like use Armageddon Knight. It's basically dark good stuff with a Vayu engine.
Yeah.
It's a really good deck. It's so
Yeah, that deck
cool.
is really good. It's
Yeah.
very good. Lightsworn, it's Lightsworn with 1 charge, 2 Honest, and 2
and
JD.
1 Lila. Not
And-
Lila,
or,
Lumina.
Yeah, Lumina's at 1 as well. So like that's just a toolbox deck that's just really cool. And if you have good RNG, you'll win the game off of Mill 3 Wolf.
Yeah.
Gemini Beat, which is just it's the predecessor to Joji Orlando's hero deck.
Right,
Where we don't
right.
have the Shining yet, so we're just
Like you're running like Crusader of Endymion.
yeah,
Gemini
I'm running
Spark.
I'm running Crusadia or the Chaos Valkyria. And like
Gemini Spark was a dang good
oh
card.
yeah, Gemini
dude.
Spark. That card goes like +2. That thing's crazy. Flamebell Synchro, as Trevor talked about, quick draw Dandy Warrior. I mean, it's what the format's named after, kind of. Like you can call it Dandy
Yeah.
Warrior format. Diva Heroes, solid deck. Gadgets.
It's alright.
If you're gonna play the format and you're like, I want to learn how to play this format,
That's
pick up
that's
Gadgets.
definitely the deck.
That deck is so low intensity on like combo lines that you can
Yeah.
learn how the game plays it at this
All I
time. in
need
the
are
game.
gear frames.
Oh my lord, dude! Don't get me started. Gear,
How about our gear frames right now?
do what?
They're
How,
not bad. I
How
just don't have
expensive
them.
are they?
They're not too bad.
They're not bad. I just don't have them.
Gotcha.
Oh, I have a set of comments I can get to you.
Bruh, let's go.
Fish OTK, that one's probably the most complicated deck. That one, learning the combo lines for it is pretty hard.
I wish
but
the
it's
deck was
really
good.
cool.
That deck's so
Whoa,
bad.
that deck's so good. What are you talking about?
What? It's like drop fish. If I don't drop fish,
it's unironically or fucking excuse me, an unironically fantastic deck.
Patty, I could just.
I
smack you
said
right
that.
now.
I said that just because I knew both of your opinions on that deck.
Look,
The
dude,
deck's so good.
I'm being tamed. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not.
I'm an animal. Then I have Monarch, which is basically just Frog Monarchs, which
Yeah.
is like pre-Ronin Tone and Frog Monarchs. So
that
you're
deck
just-
was really good in that
yeah,
format
it's
too.
really cool. Like it still does like the Rise of Caius interactions and still make Lad. It still does cool stuff.
Yeah.
6 Sams. It's not very good,
But it's
but it's
Six
cool.
Sam's, you know?
It's cool.
But you can do that in this format.
yeah, you can just
It's
play a cool deck.
And still do fairly well.
Yeah. like you'll still like you can win stuff if you're playing well. Like that's really what it comes down to is playing well.
That's
and,
why
like,
the format is good.
Yep. And then Dragons, which is just like Future Fusion Dragons.
Activate Future Fusion.
Yeah,
Gold
and
Star
then red
Future
and
Fusion.
Yeah, red and D'ing out and just going crazy. And
Oh,
then Zombies. Which Zombies, it's not fantastic.
It's
Been testing
it's
a lot of
probably
time.
really trash.
Yeah, it's not very good. We only got 1 Mizuki.
Yeah,
But
and
you know
one
what it
plague
is?
spreader.
1 Mizuki, 1 plague, 2 zombie.
Normal summon
goblin.
total.
Yeah.
But you know what it is? Fun.
You know what it
Fun.
is? My favorite deck in the format.
I didn't know you liked zombies,
Oh, I
Patty.
love zombies.
You're a man of culture.
If it wasn't for Orchist, like generic zombie deck would be like what I would say is my favorite deck.
Oh, dude, I love it. I could just never make it work.
Really?
Yeah, I'm
So depressing.
I don't
love
have
zombies.
I'm such a competitive guy to where it's like, man, this deck's trash, and just like move on.
Honestly, like even current format, zombies are cool. Like
Yeah.
it's right now, it's kind of just Eldritch, but I summon Boulder Rock and I have a negate and I have Zombie World and Rivalry.
Feels
But
like they're always coming
I
back from
always-
the dead.
Oh, sorry, what?
Feels like they're always coming back from the dead.
Mizuki target deck.
I'm a dad. I have to make those jokes when they come up.
Dude, I always draw the Balderrock, and I always want to just die.
You gotta draw the Boolin too.
And I only play one Balderrock.
You're a madman.
Really?
I play 2 of them.
You wild.
I'm scared.
I hate this guy.
Sounds scared.
Scared, absolutely terrified of drawing it.
I'm terrified of drawing it, but I won't have 2 call by the grave get you.
I don't feel so good.
Just fades from your graveyard.
That's funny.
Well, thank y'all for joining us. I know that the tournament today was advanced, and it was just like, bleh. I know y'all wanted to play Edison.
Yeah.
But
Trevor's the only person that beat me.
Yeah, that's me. I'm the guy.
Sad.
I lost to rank 4 Toolbox Turbo. So.
That deck's cool though.
What?
Yeah, that's
see
what.
that?
Oh yeah, I know that
Yeah.
Raid Raptor stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. That was my only loss, and he went undefeated, so I don't feel too bad about
I
it.
think every level. I think 2 level 4s is combo.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
so you
crazy.
just play
Even
them,
it takes less than 2 level 4s. 1 level 4, because it's gonna go get another one. Yeah, it's pretty insane. So.
Cool that.
Well, thank y'all for joining us. Thank you, everybody, for listening to today's episode. Be sure to sign up for our tournament through the Discord, and be sure to check us out Friday for the next episode. Hey, everybody. This is Sonny, back for the Top Cut podcast. We realized after recording the last episode, like days after recording the last episode, that we did not answer or do a new podcast question of the day. So the last podcast question of the day was, do you enjoy playing retro formats? If so, which ones? We had some good answers out of our Discord server. I don't really find myself caring or playing anything other than advanced format. We had somebody saying that they missed the Inzector wind-up loop format, but other than that, they've only played Cube. I'm not sure, honestly, what format that is. They said that they enjoyed Skill Drain Heroes with Barbaros, Neos Alias, all that. I had some people saying that they really enjoy the YCS 2011 Toronto format, or Plant Synchro. For those that don't know, other decks in that format were TGs and Agents, as well as there were some hero decks that were viable at the time. Of course, we had some people that liked GOAT format. Somebody said that they like GOAT format, but any format after GOAT feels too fast to even call a retro format. We did have somebody say that they actually play with their fiance, and they can't get them into the modern game because it's too fast, but they build some casual GOAT decks and that they really enjoy it. So that's awesome that the retro formats can be used as an entryway into the game. We did have some 2014 retro formats, as well as several people that said that they really love Edison, which makes sense because Edison has been what we've been playing the most in our local area. I'm actually find myself in the middle of building like 3 or 4 Edison decks right now. But that will bring us into our new podcast question of the day, which is, how do you prepare for a tournament? Whether it's your first tournament ever, or if you're a seasoned veteran that plays in a lot of tournaments and has a lot of experience, what steps do you take to prepare when you're getting ready to go to either, whether it be locals, regionals, YCSs, when those events come back, or even just an extravaganza, remote duels at your house? What do you do to prepare for your remote duels? As always, you can answer the podcast question of the day on either our Twitter account or in the appropriate channel on our Discord server. You can check those out if you're not already in it. The links are in the description below. We also wanted to take a moment to read off. We actually have another review, which I can't tell you how much it means to us. So this comes from Smiley Face 123321 Shoot Man. Outstanding is the name of the is the title for the review. 5 stars. Came over from Spotify to leave a review and support the podcast. A few months ago, I decided to get back into Yu-Gi-Oh! After a 5-year hiatus. It said they left during Necros format. And this podcast has been a key resource of time-relevant TCG competitive information that I absolutely cannot get enough of. Both hosts, along with the many knowledgeable guests, are a pleasure to listen to. These gentlemen have accompanied me through hours of work and drives home, and I am always excited to listen to the newest episode. I have recommended this podcast to many of my friends and would recommend this to anyone looking to get into Yu-Gi-Oh! Or even a seasoned veteran. I really cannot tell you how much we appreciate somebody being willing to come over from Spotify to Apple Podcasts to leave a review, and such a glowing review at that. It means everything to us to have somebody that's willing to go that extra mile just to help us out, just to help out our analytics, just to help out how we appear on the surface to other people looking at Yu-Gi-Oh! Content. It means the world, and reviews like that are really what make us want to keep going and keep putting out the podcast. So thank you so much to whoever you are that did that review. It means the world. Sorry again for the odd formatting at the end. We really, really wanted to make sure that we included the podcast question of the day. I really think it's a wonderful addition to the podcast. I think that it's a wonderful thing. It really fosters some great community engagement, which I truly enjoy. So thank you so much to everybody who has been sending in your replies. The podcast question today goes live on Twitter a couple hours after the episode gets posted. So you can find your reply there. And I'm even open to new podcast question of the day suggestions. So if you want, feel free, send those over on Twitter or in the Discord server. And thank you so much for listening to today's episode. Have a great day.